All right, fellow adventurers, are you ready to dive deep into the ocean? We're going to explore the world of some truly amazing creatures. I'm talking about sharks. These animals have swum our seas for millions of years. That's even before the dinosaurs roamed the earth. Many people think sharks are just mindless eating machines, but that's not the whole story, not by a long shot. There is so much more to discover about these ancient mariners. They are fascinating, powerful, and incredibly important for our planet's oceans. Let's get ready to learn the truth about sharks. Sharks are incredibly diverse, a real testament to nature's creativity. Imagine creatures that can be smaller than your hand or others that grow longer than a double-decker bus. They come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Each one is perfectly adapted to its own special part of the ocean. Some are lightning-fast hunters built for speed and power. Others are gentle giants, cruising the oceans, filtering tiny food. Their behavior is complex and often misunderstood. We are only just beginning to understand the secrets of their lives. This journey will open your eyes to their true nature. In this exploration, we're going to uncover the secrets of these incredible animals. We will look at what makes a shark a shark. We'll see their amazing bodies, built for life underwater. We will journey through their different homes, from sunny reefs to the deepest, darkest parts of the sea. We'll even find out about sharks that can swim in freshwater rivers. It's going to be an incredible adventure packed with amazing facts. We'll also discuss why these predators are so vital for the health of our oceans. So strap on your metaphorical scuba gear, everyone. Let's take a deep breath and plunge into the fascinating realm of sharks. We're going to explore their unique features and incredible adaptations. We will learn about their hunting skills and their secret senses. We will also talk about the challenges they face today. And most importantly, we'll discover why we need to protect these magnificent ocean guardians. It is time to change perceptions and appreciate these wonderful animals. This is going to be a wild ride, full of wonder and discovery. Let's talk about what makes a shark's body so special. First up, their skeleton is not made of bone like ours. Instead, sharks have a skeleton made entirely of cartilage. This is the same bendy stuff that's in your ears and nose. This cartilage skeleton is much lighter than bone. This lightness helps sharks stay buoyant in the water without using too much energy. It also makes them incredibly flexible. This allows them to make quick turns when chasing prey. It is a super adaptation for life as an ocean predator, giving them an edge. Next, look at the side of a shark. You'll see several long slits. These are its gill slits, usually 5 to 7 on each side. Unlike bony fish, sharks don't have a protective bony cover over their gills. Water enters through the shark's mouth. It then flows over the gills, where tiny blood vessels pick up oxygen. The water then exits through these open slits. This is how sharks breathe underwater, a vital process. It's a very efficient system for extracting the oxygen they need to survive and thrive in their aquatic world. Now let's talk about fins, specifically their pectoral fins. These are the paired fins you see sticking out from the sides of a shark, just behind the head. Think of them like the wings of an aeroplane. They provide lift, helping the shark to stop sinking. They are also crucial for steering. Sharks use their pectoral fins to guide them through the water. They can change direction with amazing agility. However, unlike many bony fish, sharks can't use their pectoral fins to brake suddenly or swim backwards. It's all about forward momentum and graceful gliding. Sharks have other important fins too, each with a special job. The dorsal fin, or fins on their back, helps to keep them stable. It stops them from rolling over in the water. You often see this fin cutting through the surface, a classic shark image. Then there's the caudal fin, which is the tail fin. This is the shark's powerhouse, providing the thrust to propel it forward. The shape of the caudal fin can vary a lot between different shark species. This often tells us about how fast they swim and how they hunt. Get ready for this, because the shark family is enormous. There are over 500 different known species of sharks swimming in our world's oceans, and scientists are still discovering new ones, which is incredibly exciting. Each species is unique, with its own special features and lifestyle. They range from the bizarre to the beautiful, the tiny to the truly colossal. This amazing variety shows how successfully sharks have adapted to nearly every marine environment on Earth. It is a testament to their long evolutionary history and their resilience as a group. Let's start small, really small. The smallest shark in the world is the dwarf lantern shark. Can you believe this little guy is often no bigger than a human hand? It typically measures only about 17 to 20 centimeters long. That's tiny, and here's something even cooler. It has light-producing organs called photophores on its belly. These make it glow in the dark depths where it lives. This helps it camouflage itself from predators below by matching the faint sunlight from above. It might also use light to attract small prey or communicate. How amazing is that for such a small creature? Now let's go to the other end of the scale. The biggest fish in the sea. This title belongs to the magnificent whale shark. These gentle giants can grow to be absolutely enormous. Some have been reliably measured at over 12 meters long or even bigger. That's longer than a school bus. Despite their huge size, whale sharks are completely harmless to humans. They are filter feeders, meaning they cruise slowly through the water. They gulp down huge mouthfuls of tiny plankton and small fish. They're a breathtaking sight to behold. Of course, when we think of sharks, many iconic predators come to mind. There's the great white shark, famous for its power and grace. Tiger sharks are known for their stripes and their ability to eat almost anything. Bull sharks are particularly fascinating because they can survive in fresh water as well as salt water. These species are apex predators, perfectly designed for hunting larger prey. They have powerful jaws, sharp teeth, and incredible senses. Each one plays a crucial role in its ecosystem, maintaining the balance of marine life. Understanding this diversity is key to appreciating sharks. Sharks are true global citizens of the underwater world. You can find them in all of the Earth's oceans, from the warm, tropical waters near the equator to the icy cold seas of the Arctic and Antarctic. They inhabit a vast range of different marine environments. Some sharks prefer the sunlit surface waters. Others are masters of the deep, dark abyss, thousands of meters below. There are sharks that hug the coastlines, and there are others that undertake epic migrations across entire ocean basins. Their adaptability is simply astounding, allowing them to thrive almost everywhere. Many shark species call coastal habitats their home. Think of vibrant coral reefs, bustling with life. Sharks like reef sharks patrol these areas, keeping fish populations healthy. Mangrove forests, with their tangled roots, serve as important nursery grounds. Baby sharks can find food and shelter here, safe from larger predators. Seagrass beds are another crucial coastal habitat. These shallow, productive zones provide abundant feeding opportunities for various shark species. These areas are vital for the early life stages of many sharks, ensuring future generations. Then you have the great wanderers of the open ocean, the pelagic sharks. Species like the blue shark and the superfast short-fin mako shark are built for life on the move. They roam the vast expanses of the deep blue, often far from land. These sharks are incredible endurance swimmers, covering thousands of miles in search of food. They follow ocean currents and temperature gradients, tracking down schools of fish and squid. Their lives are a constant journey across the seemingly endless marine wilderness. It's a tough existence, but they are perfectly evolved for it. Now, here's a real surprise for many people. Some sharks can live in fresh water. The most famous example is the bull shark. These incredibly adaptable sharks are often found in warm coastal waters, but they have the amazing ability to swim far up rivers and even live in freshwater lakes. They have been found thousands of miles from the sea in river systems like the Amazon and the Mississippi. They have special adaptations in their kidneys and gills that allow them to cope with the change in salinity. This just shows how versatile and resilient sharks can be. Section 5, armor and armament, skin and teeth of a predator. Let's get up close and personal with a shark's incredible outer layer. If you were ever to, safely touch a shark, you'd find its skin feels very rough. It's not smooth like many other fish. This is because shark skin isn't covered in typical scales. Instead, it's made up of tiny, tooth-like structures called dermal denticles. That literally means skin teeth. These denticles are incredibly hard and point towards the shark's tail. If you rub a shark from head to tail, it might feel relatively smooth, but rub it the other way and it's like sandpaper. These dermal denticles are not just for show, they serve several important purposes. Firstly, they provide excellent protection for the shark, like a suit of flexible armor. This helps to defend against injuries from prey or even other sharks. Secondly, the unique shape and arrangement of these denticles reduce drag in the water. This allows the shark to swim more efficiently and with less effort. Some studies even suggest they help the sharks swim more quietly. This gives them a stealthy advantage when sneaking up on unsuspecting prey. What an amazing natural design. Now let's talk about one of a shark's most famous features, its teeth. Shark teeth are truly remarkable. Unlike our teeth, which are rooted firmly in our jaws, shark teeth are embedded in the gum tissue. They are arranged in multiple rows. When a tooth in the front row breaks or falls out, a new one from the row behind simply moves forward to replace it. It's like a constant conveyor belt of teeth. A single shark can lose and replace thousands upon thousands of teeth throughout its lifetime. This ensures they always have a sharp set ready for action, and just like there are many types of sharks, there are many types of shark teeth. The shape of a shark's teeth tells us a lot about what it eats. Sharks that eat fish often have long, pointed teeth, perfect for gripping slippery prey. Those that hunt larger animals like seals, such as the great white, have large, triangular, serrated teeth. These are like steak knives designed for tearing off chunks of flesh. Other sharks, like nurse sharks, eat crustaceans and mollusks. They have flatter, denser teeth, ideal for crushing hard shells. It's a perfect example of form-fitting function. Section 6. Sensory superstars: how sharks perceive their world. Sharks are often described as swimming noses, and for good reason. Their sense of smell or olfaction is absolutely incredible. They can detect tiny concentrations of substances in the water, like blood or fish oils. Some species can pick up a scent from hundreds of meters away or even further, depending on currents. Their nostrils, called nares, are located on the underside of their snout. Water flows into the nares and over sensory cells that send signals to the brain. This allows them to track down prey or find their way through the vast ocean. It's a powerful tool for survival, but smell is just one part of their amazing sensory toolkit. Sharks have a sixth sense called electroreception. They can detect the faint electric fields generated by the muscle contractions of other living animals. How cool is that? They do this using special jelly-filled pores on their snouts called the ampullae of Lorenzini. These pores act like tiny voltmeters. They can help sharks find prey hidden in the sand or murky water. They might even use this sense for navigation, detecting the Earth's magnetic fields. This is a truly unique sense that we humans can only imagine. What about sight and hearing? Sharks have pretty good eyesight, especially in low light conditions. Many deep-sea sharks have very large eyes to capture as much light as possible. Some sharks have a special reflective layer behind their retina called the tapetum lucidum. This is similar to what cats have, and it helps them see better in dim water. Their hearing is also well developed. Sharks are particularly sensitive to low-frequency sounds and vibrations. These are often the types of sounds made by struggling fish, which can signal an easy meal from a distance. And there's another important sense, the lateral line. This is a system of fluid-filled canals that run along the sides of a shark's body. These canals contain tiny, hair-like cells that can detect water movement and vibrations. The lateral line helps sharks sense the presence of other animals nearby. It allows them to detect changes in water pressure and currents. This is incredibly useful for hunting in murky water or for schooling behavior. All these senses work together, giving sharks an extraordinary perception of their underwater world. They are true sensory superstars. Section 7. Breathing and blood flow, the inner workings. Let's dive into how sharks breathe underwater, a process essential for their survival. As we mentioned earlier, sharks extract oxygen from the water using their gills. For many shark species, water must constantly flow over their gills. This means they need to keep water moving into their mouths and out through their gill slits. Some sharks, like the great white and mako, achieve this through something called ram ventilation. This means they must keep swimming forward with their mouths slightly open to force water over their gills. If they stop, they can't breathe. However, not all sharks need to swim constantly to breathe. Many other species, such as nurse sharks and lemon sharks, can use a method called buccal pumping. This involves using muscles in their cheeks, the buccal cavity, to actively pull water into their mouths. They can then force it over their gills while resting on the seabed. This is a great advantage for sharks that live in habitats where they might need to stay still. It allows them to conserve energy when they are not actively hunting. So the sharks must always swim idea isn't true for every species. Now let's consider their circulatory system, which is responsible for moving blood around their body. Sharks have a two-chambered heart, which is simpler than our four-chambered heart. The heart pumps deoxygenated blood to the gills. There it picks up oxygen and releases carbon dioxide. This newly oxygenated blood then circulates throughout the rest of the body. It delivers oxygen and nutrients to the muscles and organs. It's an efficient system for their needs. As primarily cold-blooded or ectothermic animals, their body temperature generally matches the surrounding water. Interestingly, some highly active, fast-swimming sharks are not entirely cold-blooded. Species like the great white, mako, and thresher sharks exhibit regional endothermy. This means they can keep certain parts of their body, like their swimming muscles, eyes, and brain, warmer than the surrounding water. They achieve this through specialized networks of blood vessels called retia mirabilia. These act as heat exchangers. This warm-bodied adaptation gives them an advantage. It allows for faster muscle contractions, quicker responses, and the ability to hunt in colder waters. It's another fascinating evolutionary marvel. Section 8. Guardians of the deep shark's vital role in ocean health. Sharks are so much more than just the ocean's top predators. They are absolutely vital for maintaining the health and balance of marine ecosystems. Think of them as the doctors or guardians of the sea. Their presence has a ripple effect throughout the entire food web. For millions of years, they have shaped the underwater world we see today. Removing sharks from an ecosystem can have devastating and unexpected consequences. We are only now beginning to fully understand the complexity of their role. It is a role we must respect and protect. Many shark species are apex predators, meaning they are at the very top of the food chain. In this position, they play a crucial role in controlling the populations of animals below them. By preying on various fish, seals, or other marine life, they prevent any single species from becoming too abundant. This helps to maintain biodiversity and ensures that resources are not overexploited. If apex predators disappear, the populations of their prey can explode. This can lead to overgrazing of habitats like seagrass beds or damage to coral reefs. It's a delicate balance. Sharks also act like the ocean sanitation crew. They often target weak, sick, or injured animals. This might sound harsh, but it's incredibly important for the overall health of prey populations. By removing these individuals, sharks help to prevent the spread of disease. They also ensure that only the strongest and healthiest animals survive to reproduce. This is a key part of natural selection, leading to more resilient prey species. This culling process keeps the entire ecosystem fitter and more robust. It is a natural cleaning service. It's also important to remember that not all sharks are fierce hunters of large prey. Some of the biggest sharks, like the whale shark and the basking shark, are gentle filter feeders. They swim with their enormous mouths open, sieving vast quantities of tiny plankton and krill from the water. These planktivorous sharks play an important role in nutrient cycling within the ocean. Their movements can also influence the distribution of plankton. Every type of shark, from the smallest to the largest, has a part to play in the intricate web of ocean life. Section 9 and troubled waters. Threats to sharks and our role in their future. Despite their ancient lineage and incredible adaptations, sharks today are facing serious threats. And sadly, these threats come primarily from human activities. Many shark populations around the world are in steep decline. Some species are even facing the risk of extinction. This is incredibly worrying, not just for the sharks themselves, but for the health of the entire ocean. We are pushing these magnificent predators towards a dangerous precipice. It is a critical time for shark survival, and the situation demands our urgent attention. One of the biggest threats is overfishing. Sharks are often caught accidentally in nets and on lines set for other fish species. This is called bycatch. Many die as a result. They are also deliberately targeted for their fins, meat, liver oil, and cartilage. The demand for shark fins, used in shark fin soup, has driven unsustainable fishing practices in many parts of the world. Sharks grow slowly, mature late, and have few offspring. This makes them particularly vulnerable to overfishing. Their populations simply cannot recover quickly enough from intense fishing pressure. Habitat loss and degradation are also major problems for sharks. Coastal development, pollution, and destructive fishing practices can damage or destroy critical shark habitats. Coral reefs, mangroves and seagrass beds, which serve as important nursery and feeding grounds, are under threat. Climate change is another growing concern. Warming waters can alter shark distributions and affect their prey. Ocean acidification, caused by increased carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, can also impact marine ecosystems. These threats often compound each other, making survival even harder for sharks. So, what can we do? It's vital that we step up to protect these incredible animals. Conservation efforts are underway worldwide, but much more needs to be done. This includes establishing and enforcing marine protected areas where sharks can thrive. We need to implement sustainable fishing practices and reduce bycatch. International cooperation is essential to manage migratory shark species. Education plays a huge role too. By learning about sharks and their importance, we can change negative perceptions. It is our responsibility to ensure that sharks continue to roam our oceans for generations to come. Their future is in our hands.